The streets are talking in the Bahamas. There was a video of a lady crashing her car into her husband's car, a husband of 30 years, because the husband had the girlfriend in the car with him. Oh my gosh, this thing has reached a new level of insanity. Like, how can you crash your car, your husband's car, So, thank God I have my brother Kevin, guys. And he said to me a few years ago, he said, Nix, I want you to work on being a wise woman. And so for me to be a wise woman, guys, sometimes, listen to me and listen to me clearly. Sometimes you pretend you don't see what you see, pretend you don't hear what you hear. Okay, guys? Not every battle is for us to fight. These useless battles, you tracking down the husband and the sweetheart and crashing your car. Useless battle, okay? Useless. We have more important roles to play from God, man. Like, we got to be the world's best moms, people, spouses on behalf of God. Everybody's on their own path with God. Okay, so another thing that my brother Kevin taught me, he said, Nix, I want you to get closer to God. Make God your priority. And honestly, that would be my advice to this lady, because I know it's hurtful, I know it's hard, but we always have to keep our eyes fixed on God, guys. God has to be the number one relationship in our lives, so we can know the right amount of energy, emotional, spiritual, physical energy to put into these spouses. Okay, God will give us, like I tell my daughters, I said, I don't mind you guys having relationships right now while you're in university, but I need you guys to have the right perspective. The right perspective is knowing how much space of your heart to give to them. Because I say right now, your priority is getting your education and getting work experience, so that when you leave that university, you bounce off from there to wherever you're going in this world, that you can take care of yourself. Because this is a cold, cruel world. I tell my daughters the truth, that you have to be able to take care of yourself. Don't lean on nobody. Don't lean on anyone else. Lean on yourself and lean on God. That's it. It's the reality of life, guys. It is what it is. Yes, we would love to have the security of a marriage and a spouse and a relationship, but sometimes people leave us. They disappoint us. But we have to just lean on God and get our security from Him. And I honestly feel like this is where this lady was going wrong, guys. She was looking too much to her husband for this security. And I'm guilty here myself of being this fretful wife, like, what will happen if my husband leaves me, So I understand where she's coming from. So the wiser Nikki has learned, put everybody in their proper perspective, okay? Don't focus too much on what other people are doing. Don't even waste your time tracking your husband, your spouse. Oh, they're here, they're there, this phone call, going through their phone. We have to evolve as people, and just keep talking to God every second, every moment. God, what is it that you would have me to do? God, how much energy should I put into this person? God, how much should I love this person? How much of my time, because God is so intimately involved in our lives. He will be the one to guide us and tell us. Like, I was engaged to somebody before my husband, and I just felt God in my heart saying, no, this isn't the person for you, Nick. And I ended up having to leave him. So just how God communicated to me that, look, this relationship is a no-no. And I had to follow my heart and made that difficult decision. So just how God communicated with me there, He's communicating with us constantly. The people to have in our life, the people to not have in our lives. People to put your energies with, the people not. People to be patient with, and people to say bye-bye to. So this lady of 30 years, I want her to be wise, think about her family, use that energy, all that energy to focus on your kids. If you guys have kids, focus on your relationship with God yourself, because that's the key to all of us. Like, all of us are a little bit mental because of these relationships that we have to deal with. So the only and the best advice, like my Brother Kevin said to me, make God your priority. Get closer to him every day. Wake up and have your appointments with God, guys. Don't lean on anybody, because if human beings are frail, weak creatures, we're all fighting our own little demons. But the key is having that relationship with God where we can be secure in him. And that's another thing Kevin said. He said, Niggs, God wants you to know that you're secure in him. Okay, so God wants you to know that too, that you're secure in him. Okay, so wake up every day. Even I'm kicking up my appointments with God a notch. I'm going for morning, noon, and night. Say, God, I need to get closer to you. Okay, guys, don't miss out. Life with God. Make him your number one priority. Make him your focus. Know that you're secure in him. And then as you get secure with him, you spread his love out to the rest of the world. Peace.